still have to bend. Stupid. Like, she can't do that.
No.
Like, sorry.
Don't do the feet, Paige. Just do those arms big.
Is she still doing, like, where she kneels down and goes to push-up position and kneels back down and stands up and stuff? Because that's all right on the part of her foot that's broken.
Kelly takes it upon herself to scream from the audience. Paige needs to sit down. Her poor foot. She needs to sit down. Well, you know what? You can go home and sit down. Go over there on that part quickly. I have about 2 more minutes to spend on this.
I don't want you to have to redo this whole dance. Paige just doesn't need to be in it. Am I allowed to come up there?
No, I need to start again. Paige. Paige.
She said it hurts. She's sitting down. She can't stand up. We're getting ice.
Okay.
My agreement was for Paige to do the dance from the waist up. I mean, I had strict instructions from the doctor, no dancing for 4 weeks.
I know you want to. But you can't injure, like, it more and not be able to do nationals.
I have to step up being a mom, and Paige's health is way more important than being in a stupid dance.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to change the dance? Do you want to modify it? Do you want to sit in the fire? Do you want to not do it at all? Do you want to get a new boot? It's her year-end dance concert.
I know.
I don't want her to spend the whole time sitting in the audience.
I know.
So if you're fine and dandy and you can go out there and you can do it and the boot's supporting you, fine. If you don't want to do it at all, fine. I'm okay with both. Honey, I just don't have time to re-choreograph a dance on stage from
Well, that's what
200
I'm
feet
saying.
away.
I don't want you to have to re-choreograph it. I just,
All
I
right?
mean, if it comes to you having to change everything, she might as well just not do it.
All right. On with the show.
Yeah, I don't know. Not let her dance.
Because, Leslie, she was supposed to only dance from the top up and be a statue in the back.
So why didn't she do that?
I wasn't at rehearsal, and they were teaching it
I
to
was
her.
at rehearsal and she didn't speak up.
I said it once, and they told me.
I didn't hear you. Why did she show up for the rehearsal if you knew that's the only number they were practicing?
Because she was supposed to be in the number, Leslie.
Everybody knows that hip hop is a really hard dance. You know, you're up, you're down, you have to bend your, you bend at the knees, you're hopping, you're jumping, and I'm a little surprised that she is still in it, being that Kelly pulls her kids out of umpteen numbers time after time.
I don't understand. If she's hurt, why was she supposed to be in the number?
Abby wanted her in the recital. So she was supposed to stand in the back of the number and dance from the waist up at the fire.
Were you one of the mothers that was in there videoing it?
No, I was not.
Okay, well, everybody else was, and if I would have known, I would have told you. I was there videoing. So where's all these other mothers if they would have told you?
I was hoping to not have to deal with Leslie this weekend. I have enough pressure on me at the dance concert right now. You know, I have a daughter with a broken foot. I have another one who has a bad back. And I just can't deal with Leslie right now.
She's not supposed to be dancing. The doctor
I get that, but I'm very confused after she was in the rehearsal last night. I don't get.
Leslie, it's none of your business.
Okay, Kelly.
What I do with my
You know what?
kids. You
add that meeting to your list. You need AA meeting, and now you need to go and see a therapist. So now you got 2 meetings that you should be attending.
liar.
Oh, I'm a liar. Go ask your daughter if she really pushed my lie.
No, I didn't. Go get my daughter and bring her in here.
Yeah, and
I'll go get Diane
And go ask my daughter. Go ask your daughter if she pushed her. Kelly can never even elaborate on why Peyton supposedly pushed Paige down. It's all lies. These women are brutal liars. They're liars.
Let's go get them.
You're a liar. You're a liar, and
Let's
you're
go
a
get
liar.
them.
You bring her here. I'm not following you. Bring her right here. And you know what? Now you catch your best friend.
Yes.
If Abby wants Leslie and Peyton on this team, then she can have them. But I am not sitting in a dressing room and having somebody sit and attack me after everything I say. So if Abby wants Peyton, you can have her.
And guess what? They're your friends, aren't they? See where that gets you too, Melissa. First incident that I started not to trust you.
Kelly, where are you going?
I don't have any reason
sit in
to
this
come down
room,
with
and
you.
every once in a while, these women throw their little dig. I'm not gonna sit back and take it.
What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna go home.
What about Brooke?
I'm not doing it.
With the recital?
No.
We'll call you after, okay?
Can you please just tell Brooke to come out?
Yes, I'll do.
I don't care. I'm here just for Peyton to dance.
Right, so let it go in one ear, out the
No,
other.
I'm not that kind of person.
I don't have a problem with the drama, but when Leslie
lies every other word out of her mouth, that's when I have a problem. Not one thing she has said has been true.
I mean, it's she is definitely not coming back. I mean, I swear on my mother's grave.
Everything that you and I have said is true.
No, that's not, what are you talking about? Our kids are good enough to go on that stage without a Highland on there and just dance the dance without reblock it. Like, they can reblock it right on stage.
Abby will flip.
Hope everybody does good.
Okay, we'll miss you, girl.
Okay, see ya.
Abby needs to know
You know
because
that.
this is her show, this is her reputation. We better go tell her.
This is her show.
Someone needs to
Not our
tell her.
She's pissed.
You know, I don't need it anymore. So you know what? She can have the upper hand. She got it. I'll leave. I'm done. We have a really big problem. Kelly and I kind of went at it, and she quit. And she took all her bags and left. So what are we gonna do?
If Kelly has a tantrum, she needs to walk away and honor her children's contracts. They were to be there from beginning to end.
I feel bad about the girls.
Tomorrow is the Abby Lee Dance Company's annual dance concert. Kelly better have those 2 kids here, or else.
After I heard that Leslie wasn't going to be back in the dressing room and wasn't going to be around me at all at the recital, I decided it was time to celebrate.
Here, wait, don't press her. Leave it, sing out.
Another shot. Oh my.
This is a little much for you.
I can't. We're pouring drinks, we're enjoying the company and the eye candy. This actually turned out to be a really good night.
Here, put this in your kitty.
Thank you.
We had fun.
I don't think I can do any more shots.
After the week we've had, we all really just need a night to let loose. Thankfully, Leslie's not coming back.
Come on, Kens, come on, chop, chop.
It's the day of the concert, and we're all excited. I think, you know, I have little butterflies in my stomach for the girls to make sure that I can do all these quick changes. Very, very exciting day.
The kids really would have been disappointed if your kids weren't here.
That's why we're here. I was definitely
of course.
not going to let Leslie run me out of the group.
She's too combative and nasty all the time.
Brooke, get over here. I want to talk to you for a second. I went to rehearse, and you weren't around yesterday. Brooke needed to be here to run the cues. You can't let that happen again. If your mom gets in a fight with somebody and she wants to leave, you need to say, let me stay for the rest of the time, and Dad can come pick me up.
I wasn't going to come today, and this is why I'm here. I didn't even think, I just left.
It's very, very important that you be on the money today. Every dance aficionado in Pittsburgh is gonna be here. So it's imperative that you step out there and give me your best. I am not going to let these crazy mothers get in the way of my livelihood anymore.
I think Chloe should say to her, why am I doing hip hop? I'm not a hip hopper.
Whatever. Again, this is just a way to humiliate Chloe.
Sometimes those are the best dance because it's no pressure.
You know you're not gonna win?
So you go out there and have fun and you enjoy
Holly,
it.
is that what you're saying? You say Chloe's not gonna win with hip hop?
They tend to be very competitive.
It's so clear that Abby only thinks of Maddie as her star that Chloe's not allowed to come anywhere near that. That's why Maddie got tapped this week and Chloe got hip hop.
You need to isolate those movements. The isolation, the shoulder, the rib cage. That's what hip hop is. That's why a lot of people, trained, beautiful dancers can't do it, because it's that sudden change of direction. Believe me, I was sitting next to the guru of hip hop and I learned something. Maybe if you would have come out to LA, you would have learned something too.
You know what I think is really sad is that you point blank said to all of us that when the children were invited that you were not going to send Maddie, but then you screwed the group.
We made an agreement about what we were gonna do with the girls. We all stood by that, and you didn't.
Melissa, if I would have disobeyed the group and went and had Brooke do it,
Brooke would be in much better standing.
Brooke wouldn't have been at the bottom of the pyramid this week, I can guarantee you that. But I didn't do that because I'm a team player.
Do you know what? That's my choice as a mother.
So basically your choice as a mother is dance trumps all. Just to be clear.
Sneaky.
Well,
That's funny.
Why is that funny?
Because you know Christy sneaks all the time. You said
No,
it.
I'm saying
the
I
producer.
wouldn't do it.
Oh,
What do
okay.
I sneak about?
What do you mean? You talk to everybody.
Give me a break. If you could sleep with Abby, you would, and you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's how you tend to get ahead in life, Melissa.
Oh, yeah, I sleep with everybody.
You do, boss.
I'd never slept with my boss.
Yes, you did. You married him.
Yes, I married
Yeah,
Greg
after you slept with him and had an affair when
I
he
did
had a
not.
wife. And you had a husband.
Guess what? I didn't sleep with him. And don't start with me again,
You
Christy.
did.
You know what?
I know. Storm out. We
Oh,
love
I
it.
am storming out because this is not being brought up.
Really?
Through you. I did not
know.
sleep with my boss. You know what? You
Sarah's
want to
quite
play
fine
those
with it.
games?
What's wrong?
She has to live with the decision she made.
Like, I'm not going to sit up here and make this easy on her. She didn't make it easy on any of those 6
No,
little girls. She knew she had that coming.
Hey girls, how you doing?
Hey.
Good. After yesterday's blowout with Melissa and all the other moms, I'm not sure what's really going on, but I am gonna get to the bottom of it. Nobody is gonna mess with Melissa. So what I need to know is what happened yesterday?
Well,
Like,
Christy starts
why?
screaming that about I sleep with everybody to get my kids ahead, and I'm not taking crap like that, Abby. I'm done.
sorry.
That has
See,
nothing.
That just shows you
She's trash.
what she is, because she goes to that level.
But I'm not like that. I have lots of mean things to say about her, and I can't because that's not my makeup. Christy fights dirty, and I don't. I think it's wrong, and I'm not like her, so I'm not gonna act like her. I'm not white trash.
Hello. If I were a betting woman, I would say that Melissa is probably talking to Abby about me. If I'm the most exciting thing that Abby and Melissa have to talk about, then they have a really, really sad life.
If you feel that you don't want to sit up there and it's getting crazy, come down and work at the front desk.
Okay.
Come down and work in the store.
I will.
Or come and sit inside the room. I don't go for parents in the room, but if you can just sit in the corner quietly or play the music or something, that's fine with me.
Okay, that's fine.
All righty?
Yep, thank you.
I certainly wouldn't want to sit with them. So I invite her down into the studio. She should see what Mackenzie's doing. Mackenzie is doing an acrobatic gymnastic routine entitled California Adventure. It's sassy and fun. Split! It's a bigger split! She does a whole lot of stuff in this number. She has to have the strength, the proper technique, and the stamina to get through this routine. You should be on a diagonal.
Hi, Holly.
Oh, hey,
Hello, ladies.
Did you see Melissa downstairs?
Of course Melissa's avoiding the situation. It's what she does. She'd rather hide downstairs and kiss Abby's ass than come upstairs and face the music with the rest of us. You know, she needs to just admit what she did and get over it. She had a meeting with Abby when I walked in. They were meeting in the store.
Oh, in the
and
store.
they both went, and I just kept on going. And she's not up here because, you know, even though she was the one who sent Maddie to dance for Abby, even though the team all agreed not to do it, and she was wrong, she's punishing all of us. Own who you are. Don't sit here and say, I'm so nice and my daughters are just amazing. Like, you intentionally do things to hurt the other kids, but then you claim you're a team player. You're not.
You know, when it comes to Abby, she will do whatever she wants her to.
Or
And
getting
you
Maddie
said
to the team.
because Abby will catapult Maddie and Mackenzie to start.
Well, but
that's what it's all about.
but
so
it's-
there's never
But
going to be a
here's
chance.
the thing. You're teaching your kids that you step on everyone to get ahead, and that's not a good lesson to teach your kids.
So let's go from the top. It has to be bigger. It's boring. Boring. Mackenzie's not looking too good. Mackenzie walked into this studio sweaty and out of breath. She walked in that way. Usually, that's how she walks out. Cartwheel, cut, split, arch back. Why do we have to say that every time? Cut, split, arch back. It's one move. Da-da-da-da. Asia isn't here. This is Mackenzie's shot. But she's not giving me what I want. Melissa, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's out of breath. She can't remember one step from the next. No more recess. Why were you sunburned when you came in here? Were you outside at recess? Outside, running around, playing all day, and now she's useless. That's why these kids need to be homeschooled. It's ridiculous. She is useless.
What are you supposed to say when all the kids go to the playground? Sorry, my dance teacher said no kickball. Abby doesn't want Mackenzie to play during recess. If it were up to Abby, Mackenzie wouldn't be allowed to have any friends at all. Well, you know, just because no one played with Abby at recess doesn't mean she has to take it out on poor little Mackenzie.
Why should Abby have any say-so in when Melissa's kids play with friends? That's the whole reason I send my kids to school, is to have social interaction with other children. But Melissa will do it, and she'll pull her kid from school and not have her do recess because Abby said so.
Straddle, not a front split, a straddle split. No, before the tuck. You're doing it different every time you do it.
You know, I'm sitting in there watching Mackenzie's rehearsal. I'm not looking at the other moms. I'm looking at my daughter. I can care less.
All right, do you understand what you're doing? Yes? All right, you're finished. Melissa, you can go.
I think Melissa's coming up. Our gossip is over, ladies.
I'm through avoiding the situation. The moms can talk behind my back all they want. They're just gonna have to deal with it. I did nothing wrong.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How did it go?
What was that about recess?
No
and
recess.
gym?
All they do is play.
How does Abby know what Mackenzie does?
Because
at
she
school?
asked her. And Mackenzie said we played outside all day today.
But what's wrong with that?
She's tired and she's a mess. And I'm like, I thought she looked great. Sorry, but.
You're certainly not gonna let Chloe doing a hip hop dance beat you. Really? Maddie is doing a tap solo. I am thrilled. She's a great tapper. It's a cute little number. It's called Me and You Against the World. And it's all about a housewife that woke up on the wrong side of the bed. She burnt the bacon and the pancakes. She spilled coffee on her husband. I mean, the whole 9 yards.
I love tapping. I've always been tapping ever since I was 4. It's one of my best strengths.
That's a good solo.
Yeah, it's a great solo.
It really is. I like the music.
I thought Abby said she wasn't running Maddie's solo.
She did. She told me that today when I walked in. She told me.
I'm thinking she's gonna keep her promise about not running Chloe's. Something just tells me maybe.
I promise she might keep it.
Melissa's not Chloe's mother, so of course Chloe's not working on her solo. This is the way it goes here. Abby, she makes sure that nobody wins. And when Chloe did win, she made sure that she went to the judges and fixed their mistake.
This score ended up being 97.5, 97 and a half. This should be 96.6. This is your winner.
So Maddie won it.
Maddie won everything.
Melissa, Christy said when she came in you were having a meeting with Abby. What were you talking to her about?
I wasn't having a meeting. I was talking to her.
What about?
Oh, none of your concern. Not that you care, because you hate my kids, so don't worry about it.
Who said they hate your kids?
It's none of your concern. My kids are not your concern, so don't worry about them.
We all told you though, Melissa.
I don't need to hear anything.
Okay, but whenever
I don't need to
whenever
hear.
we
really
talked to you about this, you
I don't
said,
care. I don't care. I'm over it.
Okay, but then you can't be mad at us for something you chose
For
to
talking
do.
about my husband, it has nothing
No,
to do with
I'm not talking about your husband.
Oh, bull crap.
I never said anything about your husband. What did I say about your husband?
Nothing. I don't want to talk about it.
But I want to know why you don't think we should say something to you when
I don't care.
it
You already
was
said
affecting
something.
our kid.
Whatever.
We just want you to live up to what you do.
I told you what I was doing. And
No,
I'm done
you
with
didn't.
it.
We
I'm
called
done
you and
talking
asked you about it.
My kids, they come first, and I'm fine. I can handle my kids. I can take care of my kids.
That's what we're doing with our kids. We're trying to protect them.
Then protect them.
Because
That's your job.
you went against us and hurt them.
I did not hurt your kids.
Yes, you did.
Okay, whatever. I hurt your kids. I'm a bad person. Kill me. I'm sure you wish I would die in a car accident, too.
Oh, no, Melissa.
Shall we belly up to the bar?
Let's do it.
I love when the moms finally break free of dance jail. You know, we get to hang out, we get to have drinks, you know, vent a little bit.
I'll have a Diet Cola.
Shoot, I was gonna get that.
She lives on the edge.
I'll have the $100 martini. Is anyone really missing from the picture? No, we're all here. I could not believe earlier that Melissa said that we hope her and her kids died in a car crash.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that.
That's
If she really believes that, then we're in trouble.
Oh, that was crazy. And you know what? If that's the way she feels, then, you know, I don't want to be your friend.
Melissa sat there and told all of us. She promised. Like, what does that make you think? Because that makes me think that she doesn't really value our friendship.
She's definitely made it out that dance is more important than school.
If the only thing that's important to you in life is getting your kids ahead of other people in dance, don't sit upstairs and pretend you don't care. If your kids win or lose, own who you are.
Yeah.
Stop lying to our faces. Maddie had an hour with Abby, Mackenzie had 2 hours with Abby, and Chloe got none. If you can't see that's wrong, then you are really lying.
You have a problem.
The fundamental issue is your word. You know, friendship. What is it worth? And what it's taught me was that I can't trust everybody when they give their word.
Did you think at all, Melissa, about what we talked about? Do you understand like where we're coming from?
I got upset when you talk about my personal business because
I didn't talk about your personal business.
It's none of anybody's concern.
But you sat here and you said, "Oh, you guys hate me. You hate my kids."
I never said. I never said you guys hate me and my kids. I know you don't like my kids, and that's fine.
But that's not true.
What we're trying to say to you, Melissa, is none of this has anything to do with Maddie or Mackenzie.
Right. That's
None
fine.
of it.
If you don't want to be my friend anymore, because I would do anything for your kids, and you know it.
And I would do anything for your kids.
Not anymore, you won't. I'm sure.
I feel really lost. I'm torn between my friendships with my friends and my children's dance careers.
Clearly, the most important thing in the world to you is if your kids win at dance over our friendship, over their friendships with the kids. You've made that quite clear, not in your words, but by your actions. And you have denied it for 3 years sitting here saying, I don't care if my kids win. So just sit here and own it. Say, you know what? I will do anything I need to do. Don't sit here and act like you're not a stage mom.
Foot underneath you, foot underneath you.
What's going on in there? What is going on in there?
I don't know. I thought we were having a lesson, not a private conversation.
Okay.
Dr. Holly might have a PhD in education, but Melissa has a PhD in kissing Abby's ass. The group just won first place, and Abby can't even bother to look up from her phone because she's so upset that Maddie got second place.
Oh, boy.
Thank God that we won the group
won.
dance.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
Oh, I don't think Abby cares that the girls won. The only thing she cares about was Maddie's solo.
I feel kind of bad that the girls probably won't get to enjoy their win.
So all your kissing ass and doing whatever has paid off. And aren't you glad that you went to LA to make sure that she will protect you?
But you don't see when you do things against the group that it hurts our kids.
My kids come first to me, and they always will come first to me.
I can't say that I'm fed up with Melissa's lying and fakeness because I've always been fed up with Melissa's lying and fakeness, but I think all the other moms in the room are finally fed up with it too. Good job! I know!
You did good.
I high five. See, and Melissa thought you were upset.
You said that Maddie was so upset, okay? So
She looks
kiss
so
my ass.
upset. Why are you saying this in front of your kids?
Because guess what? You do it all the time. You talk about my kid all the time. You said, oh, Maddie's upset. Every time Maddie doesn't win, oh my God, Maddie's upset. Maddie's upset. So don't play the game.
She was crying. Thank you.
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Screw you. I'm done. I'm so over it. You know what? You're always against me. Come on. Why don't you tell that trashy girl to stop? We're leaving.
But I walk into the dressing room and Melissa's mad, she's leaving. The other kids aren't even in there. They're all milling around. What is going on with the Abby Lee Dance Company?
Come on, girls.
You're all sitting here like we have another number. It's over. Get your stuff together.
Hey, let's go. Be children.
Maddie.
Melissa, what's going on with you? Tell me what happened.
Maddie is fine.
Maddie, learn from Chloe or learn from Christy being evil not to cry. You gotta save it for the pillow because people like that make it worse. Every time you get knocked down, you fight that much more. And that's what makes you Maddie. You're a survivor. Got it? The moms, they're jealous of Maddie. This is Maddie's time to shine, and they don't understand that. Come over here and give me a hug.
Okay, so for next week, it's only fair that Maddie and Kalani go head to head.
I don't think that will ever, ever, ever happen. What are you trying to prove, that they can beat each other? That's not what I want. I didn't bring somebody in to see if they could beat Maddie. Maddie's been beaten before, and I know that. I brought somebody onto my team that can win every time I enter them, no matter what.
It's like Abby's scared to put Kalani up against Maddie.
Maddie, you are doing a contemporary solo, and the name of the piece is Timeless. Because you are timeless, Maddie. And my other solo, Kendall. This week you're doing a pretty lyrical solo.
Abby, can you just explain as to, like, where Kalani fits if she can't go up against Maddie for the #1 spot on this team?
Kalani was brought here to dance with Maddie, not to go up against my own students.
You put her up against Chloe last week.
I did, and look what happened. So I've learned from my mistakes. I'm never gonna do that again.
Kalani is at the top of the pyramid. I've been dying for her to go against Maddie and prove to Abby that she is the strongest dancer on this team.
I don't have a problem with Kendall and Maddie going
No,
head
of
to
course
head.
not. They always do. I mean,
Do you have a problem with Maddie and Kalani going head to head?
I don't have a problem with it. I mean,
But I
it's
know, but Abby obviously does.
She protects Maddie's reputation. And I think everyone up here will agree to that, even Melissa, even though you don't want to. But she will not allow her to lose. And that's not fair. Kara, last week you kind of gave Abby an ultimatum. You said, like, if Kalani left a team that she's #1, why would I come here to be #2? Now she's not letting her go up against Maddie. Are you planning on still staying?
I'm disappointed in the fact that Abby won't let Kalani and Maddie go up against each other.
It's unfair that some kids have to go out and, like, be the sacrificial lamb or the loser where other kids, their reputations are protected. That's an inequity.
Kendall is clearly not at Maddie's level. But I know Kalani could beat Maddie any day. Where do you think your placement is on this team? Why are you here? Like, why are we traveling 3,000 miles to be here and to train with Abby?
To be on the team and to learn.
Kira is out in the hallway saying she wants to put Kalani in a solo.
Kira has been able to get away with a lot with Abby, but let me tell you one thing. Don't you start messing with Maddie's reputation. When you mess with that kid's reputation...
I'm going inside and getting ready to run the group dance.
What's going on?
Solo.
What's going on?
My mom wants me to do a solo, and I'm not doing it because you told me not to.
I just want her to be able to showcase her talent every week.
I understand your mother wants you to dance. Every mother wants their kid out there in the front, in the middle, and
But it's more about how we get her to be permanent. What does she need to do? Where does she need to go?
She doesn't need to do anything. She's fine. I love her. I think she fits in great. Do you fit in? I don't want another Christy and Kelly on my team. And I have told you once, and now I'm telling you again. No solo today. Kalani's not here this week, not because she's not a great dancer. The problem is the mother. She doesn't understand my rules. And next, Peyton. Peyton, you can't be a baby. We have a baby, that's Mackenzie, and she's not even a baby anymore.
You can't put it right there.
Why?
It doesn't go in.
It's gonna have to go in, honey. If you let me hurt you, it'll go in.
Stop acting like a baby. You're 16 years old, and everybody's watching you cry. She just wasn't happy. I know, but we don't care if she's happy.
But that's
Get
just
it
it.
in your head.
You don't care that she...
That's ridiculous.
You're crossing the line.
That's it. I said it. It's done and it's over with. She has to realize what she's doing.
He tells me it all the time.
I will go in and talk to her about it.
No, Mom, stand up for me. She would have said that to Maddie. All of the moms would have helped her out.
And you know what? How many times do I say let's not go back to the studio? And you choose to come back here. So do you want to stay or do you want to go? Peyton! I bring you onto the team one more time
because you are a rock star in this dance studio. You represent the Abby Lee Dance Company tremendously when you go to conventions and you go to master classes, but you don't understand the big picture.
Abby, I come to the studio because I love you, and I love the teachers, and I love the kids, and I love dancing here. That's why I do not quit. There's nowhere else that I want to be than in this studio.
That's
and
wonderful.
I come here to dance.
When you go to New York or LA, the people auditioning you aren't gonna waste their time telling you what you can do better the next time. They're just gonna cut you. Get it?
Yes.
Peyton needs to toughen up. It's a tough world out there. And if you want to make it as a professional dancer, you need to start listening to your teacher. Girls, you have to understand that when I tell you something, do it.
I don't know. I'm a smidgen confused.
Did Mackenzie beat
Mackenzie beat Chloe.
Yeah, but you know what?
Well,
That's what I say. Amazing,
That's
but
my
I
lot
did not think
in this competition team.
Woo, 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 bum, bum, woo, 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 bum, bum.
Can I ask you? I mean, how did Mackenzie beat Chloe?
You guys are thinking, oh, Chloe got beat by Mackenzie. Chloe may be thinking, hey, I'm glad I was in the top 3. We won, and that group won. Now, I thought that Peyton was outstanding. I thought she stood out in her costume, but Mackenzie in the group dance, I could not take my eyes off of her.
So now we no longer just have Maddie. We have Maddie and Mackenzie put on a pedestal every day.
Can you believe it? Peyton, thank you for joining us this week. You did an outstanding job.
Thank you.
All right, come on, we're gonna go. Let's go. Guys, I want you to come thank the judges.
I just love that Peyton stole the show.
It was really Mackenzie. Peyton was
It's
so
beyond
good.
ridiculous.
God almighty.
Melissa, it's the same thing.
These moms are so screwed up in the freaking head. They just love to pick on me for anything.
So you ever going to see how we feel? Ever gonna feel how we feel? I don't know, Leslie.
No, she's not, because she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. Why would she?
It's bull. You, Leslie. You're so screwed up in the mind. Who? You. I'm so sick
just
of this.
me.
I'm so over her.
Alrighty, now, you all see that Kalani is here. Peyton is back with us. I am very excited to introduce the new permanent replacements for Brooke and Paige. More importantly, for Kelly. Kira, congratulations. You will be replacing Kelly on this team. Kalani will be replacing Brooke and Paige.
Abby, Peyton did what you asked her to do.
She did.
You're
She was
just
great.
trying to find a reason to throw us off the team this week.
No.
You have Peyton, who lives right here, who shows up at your studio 4 or 5 days a week, and you still are gonna bypass her. She follows every rule. Every single rule that you ask for, we follow. Don't ask me to congratulate Kira for being here, because it's not gonna happen. And that's just your games, your head games.
All right. Leslie, Kalani can do it all.
We all know that Maddie is Abby's teacher's pet, and now that Kalani is kind of like the pet in waiting, I really hope this means that Chloe's not back living in Kalani and Maddie's shadow.
Hi. We're here. Here with the
guys
blizzard.
made
I'm trying to get the costume because you know me, I'm always worried. You know, Peyton's
We
group
know.
costume is.
We know.
It's it's stressful on her. She wants to know.
You work her up about it.
What is plan B?
You know what? I don't have time to do all that crap. Kelly knows she's in the wrong. She can't produce a receipt for those. Point blank, that's it. She has the costumes, you give them back.
I know why, but.
Oh, let me see that.
Hello.
I forget what it looks like. Oh,
How is it?
thank
Those are the
you.
head pieces.
I already can feel that Peyton is going to be the one that is left out of this dance. So I'm going to take it upon myself, and I'm going to get these costumes back, or at least everything I can to get these costumes back. Hi, Kelly. It's Leslie again. It's the 3rd attempt that we've been trying to get a hold of you. We really need those costumes. Abby says they're hers, and they belong to her, and we need them. And you know what? If we don't get them, Peyton might not be able to participate in this group.
The costume plays a huge role in what I think about the routine. And if I don't have them, then it's like right back to square one, starting all over. Why should we even do this dance if we're not gonna have the right costume on? These are beautiful.
This is the only option we have.
No, it's not the only option we have. It's what I want.
I think we can make that one costume kind of look like this.
Melissa, you don't even sew. You have zero talent.
I know. I mean,
Right.
I'm just saying, I'm
All I'm
honored.
saying is Kelly was vital to the team. She was the team player.
But
You
Abby,
missed her.
we
Girls,
are here.
And where's her costumes? You don't do that to your team members. Hey, I want you to call Kelly again. Call her right now.
Yeah, and guess what? You'll be getting a call from my attorney.
Then we'll know his name.
You don't need to know my attorney's name.
Oh. You want to talk like that in front of your kid, that's your business, but you don't talk like that in front of everyone else's kid. That's what you and your husband do in your house. That's not what happens here.
You don't know what goes on in my house because you're not invited over because we don't let trash through the door.
This is completely getting out of hand.
Keep talking, Christy, keep it up.
Okay, yeah, so you can turn it around and cry. It's a pity party for you.
Hayden, stop! Kendall, was that a plie? Was that really a grand plie? Do it again, start over. You can all thank Christy for my mood. She stood at my front desk and yelled the F word 17 times. That's sickening.
Oh, Jill, I'm sorry.
Chloe, it has nothing to do with you. You are a wonderful little girl, and everybody likes you.
I feel rotten that I have to send Chloe in there on the heels of this big argument that I had with Abby. We're going up against Kathy and her candy apples, and Kathy brings out the worst in Abby.
Abby should walk in there and leave everything that happened outside of the classroom outside.
Absolutely.
Kira, you don't seem to be concerned.
We all know that's how Abby is, and that's what she's gonna do, so.
Well, it's the old saying around here, it's because you're still on your honeymoon with her. Just give it time.
I think Leslie will fight with anyone that gives her the opportunity to argue or fight with. And maybe that's because she doesn't have confidence in her daughter's dancing.
Listen up. I don't come into your house and scream at you or your parents like that. You made a choice to come here. Nobody is gonna talk to me that way. No one. Next person, your parents said the F word, you are out. Let me see what that looks like.
Well, it actually goes all the way around, so.
I think you'll see it more there.
I feel a tremendous sense of accomplishment. We figured out the costumes. All the girls get to dance, including Nia. I'm thinking, job well done.
But wait a minute, I don't even know why she's gonna do her hair because the costume that you gave her doesn't fit her.
It's a medium adult. We have bigger ones, honey. Why didn't you say something?
You didn't give her the time. You took all your time out on Kalani. If Abby really cared, she would worry about what Peyton looks like on stage in her costumes like she does with Maddie and now Kalani.
You just need a large adult. So you obviously can't wear this. So you don't want to dance? That's fine.
No. Find her a costume. Find her something to wear. We want to dance.
In that particular brand, you need a large adult. She's a hard to fit upper body.
You would have known this if you would have done your work in the studio. Where's her custom costume like everybody else gets in this room? Has she ever had a beautiful custom costume when she traveled with
No, because I don't care anymore.
Why?
It's not worth the aggravation. For you to talk to me this way?
Me? You bring it upon yourself by treating us this way. By bringing Kalani in, she's not your student. She's gonna use your name and leave.
Oh, whoa.
Like
Do not tell me what I am doing.
You will use her name and you will leave.
Listen,
and you
lady,
will go get your
deal with
pictures
your own
by phone.
problem.
I don't have to tell
and
you what
don't
you're gonna
deal
do,
with
babe.
me.
We all know it.
Really? They all know it?
Yeah,
They're
I
all
know
fine with me being here.
When it interferes with how my daughter should be treated, then guess what? I have a problem with that. You choose to treat us.
That is a classic example of what we don't want to sound like.
This is just terrific. We're about to go out for Nick's solo, and Abby's dressing room sounds like a rowdy bar fight. ALDC is falling apart at the seams. Nick's got this in the bag.
You give, and you get nothing in return.
You're an embarrassment to this team.
My daughter.
She should have called me
Abby, you
last
are
night.
Perfect, aren't you?
What did you just say?
You're perfect, aren't you?
Leslie, didn't Abby just say 2 days before that if a mom uses that F word, she's kicking them out?
People that represent the Abby Lee Dance Company can't use the F word. So you're done.
You're not gonna let Peyton do her solo today.
No. Get out.
Don't ask me back ever.
Because of Leslie's despicable behavior, Peyton is not performing that solo.